And so, and all I can say is if you haven't heard the album, you're asleep because more, besides what the artists do to the records, what Brother Willie Muhammad is saying on these records is like, it takes you to a whole nother place.
Man, listen, the same way you saw that, it was also a dream come true for me, man, to always to be, I'm not a rapper. I wish I could rap, though.
Me too.
But just to be able to lend my voice and what I've learned from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and to participate in a hip-hop project. Because the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan loves the hip-hop community. And that's why you see the hip-hop artists responding to him differently than they respond to other leaders, if they even do respond.
Truly respected.
And the minister, because the minister says this, he was teaching some brothers at the table. He said one of the reasons why he's able to attract the artists and the entertainers, he says because he doesn't freeze them. And what he means by that, the minister, when he meets whoever it is, man, the minister doesn't look at people's shortcomings. When a minister, if he met you today, the minister is looking for God in you, and he says that's what he speaks to. And that's regardless if you are getting out of a Lamborghini, or if you out there begging for money on the corner. And there's a lecture that I'll send it to you, or it's on YouTube. This was the minister when he was the minister in New York, so this was like in the 70s. And he would get up from his desk and go walk in New York, and this was right around the time the heroin epidemic. And he was there, and he's speaking to the brothers who strung out on heroin. Their faces are lighting up. And one of the brothers was like, to show his gratitude for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, he grabbed the minister's hand, and he kissed his hand. And the minister said, without thinking, he grabbed the brother's hand, a heroin addict. It was swole, needles, print, and he kissed his hand. And the minister said when he did it, he could feel the toxicity coming from the man's skin on his lips, and his lips started to burn a little bit. But the minister said, I know some of you always say that wasn't the wise thing to do. He said, but I wanted to show that brother that my love for him is greater than what he feels his love for me. And that's the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. So when he deals with these artists, that's how he comes, man. And I've heard stories with him being at the dinner table with Baby, Eminem, Rick Ross, CeeLo, The Game. And the minister is speaking to the God in them. He's not judging them. He's really trying to tell them, really trying to let them know that they are leaders and they have to see themselves as that.
I think